So what's this I'm standing on? It's a mountain of compost. You won't believe where it came from, and we're here to check it out. Welcome to Jepson Organics in Northern California, a place that's making compost for farms, and they're doing it by recycling loads of this stuff. Look closely and you'll see this isn't garbage. It's full of food.
We collect 400 tons of food scraps every day in San Francisco. Most of it comes from restaurants and coffee shops.
Robert Reed works for Jepson and NorCal Waste Systems. He's been part of this unique program from the get-go.
What can people compost? All their food scraps. All the broccoli and the cantaloupe skins and even spoiled lunch meat and steak bones through a modern, urban, curbside composting program. We want all of your food scraps, all the kitchen trimmings from the preparation of meals, all the plate scrapings because people leave a little French fries or something on their plate. We want the coffee grounds. We want the chicken bones. There's carbon and nutrients and organic matter in all those food scraps. We want to bring them all here and we'll turn them into beautiful compost.
Why is compost so great? It protects the environment two ways. It's organic matter that helps the soil without chemicals. But what you might not know is that the organisms in compost actually trap carbon, keeping it out of the atmosphere.
We're literally managing carbon. We are sequestering carbon deep into the soil. It's the only way to do it. It's a great spot of positive environmental news in a world of a lot of environmental challenges.
So now that we know why composting is good for the planet, let's find out how these guys make it. It starts here, in restaurants like this one. They save all their food scraps from the kitchen and off our plates. After they're tossed into the compost bin, it all gets hauled here where the magic happens. What you're seeing is 24 tons of food scraps ready to be composted. First, scraps are sorted and then sent through an industrial-sized grinder. Anything that snuck in, like plastic bags, gets the boot. Paper and cardboard are okay. After it's sorted, the material is covered up with black tarps. That's when it begins to decompose. After that, it's placed into these windrows where it gets turned by this machine.
We decompose it naturally with microbes that are normally found in the soil and in the environment, and those microbes build compost. We really just manage the microbes by keeping the organic matter in a nice pile, by watering it and turning it, this giving the microbes a good environment in which to build compost.
Soon, it's ready to go out to farms where growers need it to feed the soil.
Our ultimate goal in making compost is to both recycle materials and also have an end product for the farmer that helps their crops to be more nutritious for us.
Compost expert Bob Schaefer helps get the recipe right. So this is what the farmers use to grow crops and the food that we eat?
Yes, and this is a very excellent compost to use for growing food because this compost is loaded with the minerals that came from food because we recycle food from restaurants and waste, and it goes back to the compost, it decomposes and let those minerals come back to the crop again. So this is a very nutritious type of compost for raising food crops.
It's the future that concerns these guys the most.
If we would all simply take our organic matter from our kitchens and simply compost it in a very simple system, which you can find access to easily in most cities and towns. There are little compost programs where you can find out how to compost, and it would be most effective and beneficial for the earth and for our own health if we compost just a little bit, or if you can't compost yourself, take it to your neighbor or to someone in the area that can compost that material instead of it going into the dump.
The young people in this country have a great opportunity, and it's to teach adults about the importance of environmental programs like composting. Let's teach those old dogs some new tricks. It'll be better for our whole environment.